Hello everyone, very good evening to all of you. And today I am going to tell you about a very important strategy to beat NEET PG exam in 3.5 hours. Right? So, first listen to me very carefully because this is going to be very crucial for your 3.5 hours and it is going to give you immense help and you may improve your rank or jump your rank like anything. So, first of all, what I would like to emphasize, please enter into the examination hall with the stronger and positive mindset. This is the most important thing, right? This is the most important thing at the time of examination. Enter with a stronger and positive mindset, and remember, do not give up till the 200 number of the question is completed. Whatsoever it is condition, you may be facing tough question back to back, which might be provoking you to give up at that moment. So please remember, stay confident, stay strong. If you are feeling that the question paper is tough, it means it is tough for all the students who are appearing for the exam and merit will be going lower, right? So please remember my words. If you are feeling that questions are tough, it is for everyone, merit will be going low. So give your best attempt till the 200 number of the question, because you never know. At the 58% also I have seen aims rank of 100, or even I have seen 30 rank on 55% in my time during aims exam. That time 55% was the number of my one of my friend who got the 30th rank in the aims exam. So please remember, these are the very important scenarios you have to understand. So that is why I always say that do not give up during exam time till your question paper is over. Right now, during the 3.5 hours of the exam, you have to understand your strategy into the two part. And from the very beginning, you have to go with optimum speed, because of the 3 and 3.5 hours of the timing, and 200 mcqs should not be giving you idea that you will be having lot of time and so you can go slow, because questions can be lengthier also, can be the one liner also. So I would suggest you that you go with the optimum speed from the very beginning, right? So do not become so fast also, do not become so slow also. Go with the optimum speed so that you can understand each and every word, you can identify the language trick, and you can solve the question, right? So what you are going to decide first 20 minutes, and for those who are tough questions, so first 20 minutes is the stressful time, right? That time you will be having maximum stress, like a new batsman who is on the crease and he is not going to hit the ball, right? He will be waiting for his time to come and then he will be hitting the ball. So first 20 minutes you will be having lots of stress in your mind and your mind will be getting accustomed to the exam, right? So in those 20 minutes you are not able to recall or remember or apply your knowledge. So try to attempt those questions where you are 100% sure, otherwise leave it. You mark it, you come back and then you solve it, because you are having a lot of time, you can come back also, right? So tough questions and confusing question you leave in the initial 20-30 minutes, then you mark them and then you will come back after the question paper will be over, right? And for tough questions, suppose you are getting back to back tough question in your question paper, so that time what happens, we have this kind of feeling that I do not know anything, so what is this, I have not prepared well, so negativity will start occupying in your mind. So that time you have to immediately move on to the next question. Do not give up that time, because sometime what happens in a question paper, there will be 10 to 15% questions which will be very tough, and if it comes in your beginning of the question part, then you will be feeling so depressed and demotivated. So do not allow that kind of feeling, right? So whenever you are having back to back tough question, and do not have any arm twisting with them also, because in that arm twisting you are going to kill your time. So move on to the next question, move on to the next question. Maybe because of stress you are not able to recall, and after some time when you are going to come back to that question, suddenly it will be hitting you, oh, this was a simple question. So you will feel like this, I'm telling you, you are going to have this kind of feeling for certain question. First time you will see, you will be feeling, oh my god, I'm not knowing it, but after some time when you will come back, you will know that, it was so easy question, why I have wasted my time. So do not waste your time in arm twisting. Relax, move on to the next question which you know and in which you are feeling comfortable. Finish all of them first, and then you come back to these questions which are the tougher one, right? Now, how much is the optimum number of attempts I should keep to get a good rank? So my advice to all of you is, go for the maximum kill, but 195 plus minus 3 mcq will be the decent score, because I'm going to tell you one thing. whether question paper is tough or easy, students are going to attempt like this only. I have seen from past 20 years, students are doing the same way. If the question paper was tough, then also they will be going like this. So please do not compromise on this thing, right? And if you can attempt all the 200 question, it's good and fine. If your preparation is good, then you can do like this also, right? So go for maximum kill, right? And when you are going to solve the questions, remember, rule out. If you are ruling out two options, you should attempt that question. Do not leave that, because 50% chances are there that you are going to get correct answer, right? 50% chances are there to you are going to get correct answer. And those students who are very confident and well prepared, please remember, very confident, well prepared and well studied, they can choose those 2 to 3 questions also. Suppose they have attempted 195 question, now you want to improve your rank, you know that you are now in top 100 or top 500, now you want to come into within 50 or top 10. So for those 2 to 3 selected MCQs where you are ruling out one option, there also you can take one calculated risk and you can go for it. This is how you should follow one strategy, right? Now I will tell you the analysis. What will be the advantage if you are leaving? Suppose I am talking about 5 MCQs, and if you do not attempt them after ruling out 2 option or after ruling out 1 option, so you are going to have no attempt, so marks obtained is 0, right? Suppose it is your bad day and you are attending that question and only 1 question is correct, you are getting 4 marks, right? If 4 questions are correct, you are and 4 questions are wrong, so how many marks you are getting? 0. So you are still 0, right? So there is no risk. But if you are having a little bit okay day, not even it is good day, but you are getting 2 right and 3 wrong, so now you can see 4 into 2, 8 marks, and minus 3, so overall 5 marks. So instead of getting 0 marks, you are getting 5 marks, and each and every marks will be counting in your NEETPG exam, because number of candidates are more, rank will be having so much of aggregation at one point. At 1 marks you will be seeing so many students will be lying, and the rank will be decided on other basis, right? So try to attempt for the maximum question, and you can see this. If your day is good, little bit good, 3 right and 2 wrong, so you are getting 12 marks. And if there are minus 2 questions, so here I have written wrongly, minus 2 questions, so you will be getting 10 marks. So if you are getting 10 marks, right, advantage of the 10 marks instead of getting 0 marks. So what I will say that try to attempt the question, do not leave the question. If you are ruling out 2 option, ruling out 1 option, try to attempt, you will be getting advantage of 10 marks. By mistake I have written, so it is minus 2 and advantage is of 10 marks. So 10 mark advantage if you are getting 3 correct. If you are getting 4 correct, then you know about it, right? So that's what you have to understand. This is the calculation, and you have to take the calculated risk for getting a good rank in your exam, right? Now the most important thing, while you are going through the questions, you have to pay attention to the language of the MCQ. Very, very important, because if you are not paying attention to the language of the MCQ, you are going to commit a silly mistake which you cannot afford in these kind of exams, right? Identify the keywords in lengthier MCQs. So I will give you one example why you should pay attention to the language. Even a single alphabet will change your answer. See, this is the Werner syndrome. This was the NEETPG question. What is Werner syndrome? Men 1, men 2. Many students have given answer as a men 1, but they forgot the spelling. What is this Werner and what is this men 1? Men 1 is Werner syndrome. So it is M, not N, right? So now I understood. Men 1 syndrome is Werner M. Werner N. So you can see only one alphabet has been changed, Werner to Werner, and now answer is premature aging. So remember, when you see N, it is a premature aging, and when you see Werner, so Werner syndrome is men 1 syndrome. So there is a 1M and here it is 1N. So that is why I said read the question very carefully, each and every alphabet. So that is why I said you go with the optimum speed, neither too fast nor too slow, so that you should not miss all these kind of thing. And for lengthier question, you will be having some keyword. For example, you can see this diagram is little difficult for you. Now you are reading the question, 50-year-old patient, right, bouts of pneumonia past year, right? So he's having vague abdominal pain, right? All these things are given. Marked splenomegaly, peripheral blood smear is having small leukocytes, right? Feature shown here, so you can see the this thing. And chest radiograph is showing you culture of sputum with mycobacterium. So this is the atypical mycobacterial infection. So pneumonia is because of atypical mycobacterial, right? Splenomegaly is there, older age is present. So what you are going to suspect, hairy cell leukemia, right? So your diagnosis is hairy cell leukemia, and you are seeing cytoplasmic projection also. Now what is not correct about this tumor? See this, when you will see honeycomb pattern, oh my god, I have read just now, right? Fried egg tumor, so you are happy that will be seen, but you remember, read each and every line till the end. If you are reading till the here, you will be committing mistake, because this is not the right statement. Honeycomb pattern, fried egg tumor cells are not seen on bone marrow aspirate. Bone marrow aspirate is dry, they are showing you dry tap. Here it will be seen honeycomb pattern, fried egg tumor cell, it will be seen on bone marrow biopsy. So that is why I always say that keep the eye on the language. Sometime in the end they will be changing the language, so be careful. Identify the keyword, focus on the language, avoid silly mistake, and jump your rank like anything, right? And for image based question, what I will advise, because for image based question many students they get frustrated and they get demotivated. What is this, I am not knowing about it, and they will leave it. But what happens, you would have read theory about that topic, right? So what I will say, that your mind requires one orientation for that image. You should not get worry and get fear of those image based question. Whenever you are getting image based question, follow this rule of 5, rule of observation, rule of comparison. So what we have to do, rule of 5 means all the 4 corners of the slide, 1 2 3 4, and this central part of the slide you have to see, right? So immediately you have to have a cross check all the 5 areas. Then rule of observation, observe the cell, right? Observe the cell, because this is the peripheral smear. So first I will observe where is the normal RBC. 1/3 of the central pallor is there, so I will be seeing that this is the normal RBC, right? And then rule of comparison, so observe and compare, and then you will be getting some diagnosis. This is the normal peripheral smear, right? This is the normal peripheral smear, there's nothing here, right? So rule of 5, rule of observation, rule of comparison. And if it is a hematology, so you can identify the stain, identify the normal RBC, and then you compare. Suppose I say that this is the normal RBC, you may find some RBCs will be smaller and there is no central parallel, so that is the spherocyte. So that is how you have to follow. You have to give orientation to your mind for image based question. You never know that, you would have never seen that image, but because of your theoretical knowledge and the patience to do rule of 5, rule of observation, rule of comparison, you may come to the conclusion, or you may find your answer after seeing the options. So please be hopeful for all these kind of image based question, right? In the last, what I want to say, that because now exam is very near to us, within a one day, so I will say all of you that this is the Bhagavad Gita shloka, which is chapter 2 and verse 38, which my father used to tell me when I was writing my PMT exam, right? Sukh dukhe samay kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyashva nanam papam vyapyasasi. See, this is Lord Krishna says to Arjuna that without getting fear of gain or profit, loss, or victory, you fight. So your duty, you have to do your duty. You should not think about what will be my rank or what will be. When you are going to think about these all things, now your mind will be trapped and you will be under pressure. So please remember, जय पराजय लाभ हानि सुख दुख को समान समझकर उसके बाद युद्ध के लिए तैयार हो. So that is how Lord Krishna has said to the Arjuna, and the same thing you have to follow, because this is how you are going to achieve success in your life, not only in this exam. So please remain calm. Do not get affected by any kind of feeling during exam time. Do not feel overexcited, do not feel depressed, and go with the same speed of the mind, cool and calm. You will get success. My best wishes for you, and definitely you will be coming with flying colors. Best wishes for your exams.